Heyo, Wendy's here, Fountain Pen News. It is like 4:45 in the morning. Why am I filming a YouTube video? Your guess is as good as mine. I just can't sleep. I have a dental appointment this morning. I have anxiety about it, so I'm up. And so I thought I would share and swatch some of the inks. I mean, not some, all of the inks that I got in my crazy manic purchase from Vanness and Endless Pens and their big sales. So here we are, and we're going to do that in a brand new A4 onion skin notebook that I've been hoarding. We're going to do a new one, but I thought I'd show you a couple things that I got cute from Vanness because they have cute things. Oh wait, let me first talk about this. Okay, this pen roll, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it holds 6 pens, and then you roll it up, and then you can tie it up like that. And it is so cute, and it has sushi on the fabric, which I just think is darling, and it has plush material on the inside. And I got this from Rob at Rob's Penworks, and his mom made it, and she makes all different kinds, some with Japanese patterns and some with other things, and they're so cute. And I super appreciate that the little string is long enough to actually go around. But the other thing I got from Rob, oh my gosh, he is such a bestie. He had to go to Japan for work. And so he made sure to get this out to me before he went to Japan, which was so nice and not necessary. And I appreciate it so much. But look at this pencil that he made. It is so perfect and awesome. And I use a pencil all the time in my singing job because you can't in borrowed music mark anything in pen, and so I'm always looking for a good pencil. And I will just feel such joy when I crack out my .9 Rob's Penworks pencil to mark my music every week. I just love it so much. I think it's so great. So check out Rob if you haven't. He's the guy, if you've ever seen anyone with a little octopus on their nib, that's Rob. I have one of those nibs, and I actually have one of his pens somewhere around here too. But I just think the resin is beautiful. I wish we were out in the sun so you could see it better, because it's hard to photograph. It does not photograph as well as it looks in person. So I got those couple of things. And then a lot of people asked me about this pen after my last video. This is a pen by Etturnings, and it is in the material Serendipity by Tim at Turnt Pen Co. And it is my favorite resin. I have multiple pens in this resin. I love them. It is my favorite. I always joke that my aesthetic is psychedelic bong. Like there are some people who like classic black pens, and I'm just not one of them. Like, I want mine to look like it jumped right out of the 60s. So that's why I love Serendipity. So I thought I'd mention that since several people asked about it after the last video. So I'll just set those aside, and we can talk about damage done during the Endless sale and the Vanness sale. So Vanness had these cute little stationery stickers that just have cute little things. You know, they've got little office things and fountain pens and ink bottles and stuff. Just cutie little stickers. Here, I'll show you the back so you can kind of see what's on there. And I thought, you know who needs these? I need these because my pen pals need these. And so I got them to send out and use. And hopefully I'll actually do that, because sometimes I buy things like this and then I forget about them. Maybe I'll put them in my little craft box. This is another thing I got. This is a little sticky note stand there's this character, Mofusand is the name of the character, the cat, and they dress the cat up in weird outfits for every different iteration of this. So like, for example, these I got a while ago. Let's see if I can get them out without knocking everything down. I think these are all the same, but let's look at them. Oh gosh. Okay, here is Mofusand as dim sum. Here is some other random, like, laying on bread and with a pineapple hat on. I don't know why it makes me laugh so hard. You guys, I don't even like cats. Like, I'm not a cat person. So they have these little notebooks that are Mofusand. My favorite one, though, and I wish I had it here to show you, is that maybe last run that they did, they had him dressed up in shark outfits, and it made me laugh. I don't know why. I'm so stupid. Like, it just tickled my funny bone hardcore. And so I have a bunch of that stuff of him as a shark. So those are fun. And Vanness had some of those and they were on sale, so I bought them. Okay, this is what an onion skin looks like. An onion skin journal looks like if you buy it from the Onion Skin website, which I will link below. And this is the big one, the A4. And here's the thing. This is what I have to do. I have to say to myself, this is a really fancy notebook. And if I don't find a way to use it, it will just go to waste. It will just sit here and I won't ever use it. And so I use these for inky play. So this is a brand new one. It's a brand new biggie, so it's going to take a long time to finish. And I just think that it's just something that I have decided I'm going to do. I'm not going to hoard my nice things. I'm going to try to use my nice things because I think we have a habit of waiting for the perfect time to use the perfect things. And we just, you know, tomorrow's never promised. So I am using them today. So here is my little onion skin. And you guys will not be surprised to know that this video will be long because I haven't actually unwrapped all of the inks that I got. I may actually open 2 pages here just so that we have. Okay, and then let me move my ink bottle station from Pengineer 3D, which I'm going to be using to do all of this. And this one, I bought this onion skin secondhand. And I don't know whether this happened at her house or my house, but it got kind of like it doesn't quite lay flat. So it's going to be fine. We're going to work it out. I have an inky blower. I have my Sailor Every Rose Has Its Thorn Pro Gear that I don't even know if it'll work because I haven't used it in so long, but I purposely inked it up with kind of a neutral blue so that I could write the names of colors without having to dip the colors with the, you know, because that to me keeps me from swatching. That just, if I get to put the color on the page, that's great. But if I have to, oh yeah, there's totally enough ink in here to get me through this. Okay, perfect. If I have to like dip in the ink and get the right color and all that stuff, I'm sorry, I am too lazy for all of this. I get overwhelmed and then I just don't do it. And so today we're going to label the names of the ink splats with the Every Rose Has Its Thorn. That's just going to be the way it is. So I bought a number of inks from Endless Pens and a few from Vanness. And I want to show them to you because I want to look at them because I think they're going to be fun. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'll show you a couple of other things from Vanness. These Mnemosyne notebooks I use for work all the time. So I got one of those. I got some of these Wearingeul color swatch cards that some have bottles and some have rectangles. So I got some of those. I got another. My goal is to put my inks into these little ink chart ink things, ink holders. So you fill up the card and then you put it in here and then you have all your cards. And I just haven't done any of it yet, but I have a bunch of these now. Whenever I find them, I buy them because sometimes they're hard to find. So I got that, and I got, let's see, this is going to be kind of ASMR noisiness. Sorry about that. Tape, rip. Here are some cartridges that I bought because I like cartridges for some things. I bought Kaweco Sunny Orange. I bought 2 Lamy Turquoise because I like them. And 2 Lamy Violet cartridges. So those are those. And then I bought more Tinkerbell Wearingeul swatch cards because I like them. And I bought, have you guys ever seen these? These are the Kakimori color swatch, or color liners, and they come in all different sizes. So this one is like a marker, and this one's a 0.0 or point. Okay, it's early, 0.3 millimeters, and you fill up the little reservoir, and then it flows through, and you can change the ink if you want. But those are cool, and so I got a couple of those. I got this. If you're a list maker and you have a hard time figuring out where to keep your lists, get a couple of these. These are Rhodia. They come in different colors from various stores, shops you can get them. I got mine from Vanness, but they're such an easy way to keep a list, and I like that they're compact. And then you can tear them out, which I really like because if I mess one up, I want to be able to get it out of there. So they're perforated and you can tear them out. So I got a couple of those, and I got, what else did I get from, I'm trying to keep it straight, what I got from Vanness and what I got from endless. It doesn't really matter. So I got these 4 inks from Vanness Kobe because they often have Kobe, which I really appreciate because I love Kobe inks. I'm kind of a sucker for them, actually. So these we will swatch in turn. I'm really excited about this. Kobe Chapel Emerald. Kobe Station. Look at that beautiful chapel in there. I think that one will be great. And then I have this one that doesn't have any marking on it. What are you, bro? Whoa, number 73. Whatever that is. This is number 73. This one is 68. Maiko Pearl Blue. And this one is number 48. And so those are all kind of bluey ones that we'll swatch here in a second. Here are a couple that I got from Vanness. Sorry, here's some tape. Vanness had their magical shipping. It got here way earlier than I expected. So I don't know how they do that, but they do. It's amazing. So I have made in the UK. Okay, so this is Diamond Forever ink. I wanted to try them, and I couldn't decide if I really wanted any of the colors. And the one I was most drawn to was Coral Blaze, and so I got one Forever ink. I just decided that I would, and so that's the one. And then I also got a favorite of mine that I'm almost out of. Herbin Corail des Tropiques. This is a beautiful kind of pinky coral. So I have those two. And then I have these two from Endless. Let's see. It's funny for me because they often list these just on the bottle. They only say the Hungarian name. And I'm like, my Hungarian, not so good. So I can translate the English names. But this is Copper, I think. And this one is some kind of blue. I don't know. Look, you try to pronounce those. It's beyond me. I don't have Hungarian skills. I have lots of skills in my life, but not Hungarian skills. Okay, and then I have these two that are... Okay, this one is Journalize Starry Night. And this particular one is oh boy, I can't read it. Starwave Meadow. And I just thought it was pretty. And I like, journalized inks are not cheap. And so, but I just decided that I liked it enough that I was going to get it. So I have that. We'll swatch that. I have this, which looked really interesting. Steely Days, which was an exclusive with Robert Oster from last year or something. And then... this is the story about a girl named Wendy Sue that hopefully you can learn something from. I bought several Wearingeul inks, and I learned after the fact that I already own one of them. So just check your ink inventory before you go randomly adding things to your cart. That's my big advice for today. Wearingeul Lost. Wearingeul Wuthering Heights. This is the one I already had. We're going to swatch it anyway. Wearingeul Little Lord Fauntleroy. And this is my second bottle of this. And the reason I got a second bottle is because I bought that moon jellyfish. Is that what it's called? It's not called that. I keep calling it moon jellyfish. It is called Jelly Opal. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, it's called Jelly Opal. And I put this ink in it, and it is perfection because I put that platinum music nib in it. And so I know it's going to be forever inked, and I use it like crazy. So I bought an extra bottle of that. And then lastly... I'll show you this because I haven't looked at it yet. It's not an ink, but this is the hand ink remover from, who makes this? I thought Colorverse made this. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It doesn't matter. Yes, it's Colorverse. So it just is supposed to help you. It has a pump. It has a compressed sponge, and it's supposed to help you get ink off your hands, which is constantly a problem for me. Always, always, always. So I got that. And then last but not least, I got so many Tom Studio inks. Now, the amazing thing is that I didn't repeat any of the Tom Studio inks that I already have. I got all new these ones because I love them so much that I was like, well, I have to try that one, and I have to try that one. I have to try that one. So I have 5 Tom Studio inks. Okay, and so they are Strawberry Jam, and I really am excited about this one, Cassis, a delicious deep red. Then Sunny Teal, for those with a sunny disposition. I want to have a sunny disposition. I'm having a hard time with sunny disposition right now. Mallard, a deep blue green, and Constellation, a purple night sky in liquid form. So I got all of those. None of those are shimmery. Those are all standard. So those are the inks that we're going to mess with. And I thought today we would use the blower just for fun, like do 1 drop with a blow and see how they look, because I have so many that I want to fit on these 2 pages that it makes sense to me to do that. I may not use my ink roulette for this because it might just be faster to motor through these without trying to put them all in there, since I'm just doing a droplet of each one. So let me kind of I want to get them in so that they don't look like, oh, okay, here's the blue section, here's the not blue section. So try to move them off to the side. Like I said, my desk isn't quite big enough because I have too much crap on my desk. And so then I can't get it all done. What are you guys up to? Come tell me what's happening. Should I write down that I'm doing this? Should I write down like in Pilot Parallel? Maybe since I put a Pilot Parallel in this Banu Pixie, maybe I should, and I eyedroppered it, maybe I should at least write the date in this. So if I write July 15th, 2025. Inky 6 is wide parallel. Okay, that's what it's gonna be. There, I did that. Perfect. With my cute little, look at the little bitty pixie with the parallel on it. It's so cute. Okay, so that's really fun. So where am I going to start? I have, a lot of these are blues. And so it's just going to be a lot of blue and it's going to be fine. Right? Right. That's what I say. I'm going to start with Corail de Tropiques because I already have it. And I just am going to jump right in with it. It comes in the regular Herbin bottle. You can put a pen, some pens on that little thing. It doesn't hold very many because it's very thin. But it's kind of a difficult bottle to fill from because it only gives you like, you know, the tiniest bit of room. It's like you fill it twice and then you're like, okay, well, I can't fill it from the bottle anymore because it's kind of a narrow, you know, not a narrow, a shallow bottle. But I really like the color, so I'm sticking to it. Whatever. What are you going to do? Sometimes you just have to live with it. Okay, and now I'm going to, is that still in the frame? Yeah. So now I'm just going to blow it around a little bit and kind of let it dry. And then I also have out, I showed you guys the other day, my little stamp, this little tiny one that has the ink bottle and the ink pen. And maybe I'll stamp it and write in my tiniest handwriting possible. Oh, I don't know. Do you think I should? I even brought an ink pad to do it. I'm just going to do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? My ink pad doesn't work. I don't know. That's the worst that can happen, but it seems like it's going to work. So then if I do this, I'll be able to write that in there. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. That's the plan for today, everyone. Okay. Now I'm going to do a blue because it makes sense to me. To do, actually, you know what? I'm going to write this in here real quick. Herbin. I'm going to write down here. Corail de Tropiques. Okay. I mean, that doesn't look terrible. You guys can zoom in and tell me if you think it's crazy. I don't. And to be fair, if you think it's crazy, rock on. Sister friend, think it's crazy because that's just the way it's going to be. And let's see, let's try something like, I want to look at Wearingeul Lost, because this is one that I've wanted and have not gotten. And it's been out of stock a lot of places. I feel like a lot of people try to find this and it's not around. Oh no, we have I can't open the bottle again. Okay, I got it. Good job, Wendy Sue. Good job. All right, so now let me get a clean dropper here. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Oh, no. Okay, and I'm taking the tiniest drops of these to make them so that they don't like splat all over the whole page. Okay, here we are. Wearingeul Lost. Dip, 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 dip. I'm taking the time to put the boxes, put them back in their boxes, because if I don't, it's going to be a big old mess later on, and I can't handle that. So squeeze that around a little bit. That one's a little bigger, but that's okay. I wonder how that is in the writing. Have you guys used Wearingeul Lost? Is it okay in the writing, or is it way too light? I would know this if I were willing to use a pen or a dip nib to write the name, but I am not willing to do that. I just can't handle it. So we're going to stamp. I'm going to stamp below on this one. Okay, so there's Wearingeul Lost. That's fun. And then where's my shape of heart? Here it is. Okay, cool. 2 down. All right, what else? I have so many blues, I don't know where to put something else in. We're just going to do another blue. We're going to jump right in and do Kobe number 68, Nishi Maiko Pearl Blue. I got a sample of this once, and I really liked it. And I've been really into blue inks lately. Like, I bought Spanish blue from Franklin Christoph, and it's my favorite. I've been going through it like water, because I put it in these huge fatty nibs, and so I go through it really fast. So I'm in my blue era, I guess. I don't know, whatever. All right, so this one is shake, 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 get the water out. So this one is a really pretty boop, boop. I'm going to make it kind of a bigger, this one kind of bigger. So anyway, I think this is a beautiful blue, and you'll see in a minute when I do the blower. Whoops, there we go. Now it's all over the place. It's fine. That's fine. It's really similar to Wearingeul Lost, kind of. That's interesting. I don't know. What do you think? We'll see when it dries. The Lost is drying way different than I expected. I'm going to have to ink that up in a pen. Okay, and this I'm going to put right here. Am I putting it the right way? Yeah. I'm going to put it right here. There we go. Close enough. And I'll write in my little thing. That one's kind of wonky donkey. It's all right. This is what I always have to remind myself. I don't have to turn this into anybody. It's not homework. This is all for me. If it's going to be fine. I don't have to like perfectionism myself to death, because I tend to do that. All right, Kobe number 68. And this one I'm going to actually write all this out. Nishi Maiko Pearl Blue. Okay, now I wonder if I can get this bogey out of there. Let's see if I can do it. Dump, dump. All right, it's sort of covered up now. That's fine. So there's one row. Let's do some more. I am up early because I have a dental appointment this morning. And I, as I've gotten older, have developed a lot of anxiety around dental appointments. And so that's why I'm up and worrying about it. And I, you know, whatever. So that's what I have to do this morning at 7 o'clock, is go to the freaking dentist. And I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, next, Robert Oster, Steely Days. These blues, you guys are going to laugh when we get done with these pages. It's going to be like, hey, you pretty much bought all of the same blue over and over. Like, yeah, well, it happens sometimes. When you look at blues and they look different to you, on the website, and then suddenly you're like, nope, these are pretty much the same. Whoopsie. It happens. But sometimes you get ones that have like look how differently those are drying. They were really the same for a second, and now they're quite different. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, that went all over the paper. It's fine. Here's my tip. Keep your blower close to the page. Don't blow from above, because then you end up doing what I just did. That is a lesson to learn and remember if you're me. All right, here's the stamp. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. I like that color. That's pretty. Steely Days. I like Steely Days. Nice. Let's write it in. Robert Oster. Oops, I just stuck my finger in the ink. Don't you think? Okay, this is my rant about this. So this is the shape of heart. No, this is the Every Rose has its thorn, and everybody freaked out about it. And I didn't get it. And then I got it at a really cheap price secondhand later. But I sometimes don't love a medium fine. However, for this, especially for the scribing noise, I love a Sailor medium fine. It is delightful. So enjoy that as I write out these names. Enjoy that scribing sound, because it's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see. Should we do... Maybe we should do... Oh, this is hard. I hate making decisions. Okay, I'm just going to do this one. This is Pannonia, and I know it's copper is the translation, but the Hungarian word is this word, which I'm not going to write down. I'm just going to skip it, because I don't want to embarrass myself and possibly offend Hungarian people. So I'm not doing that. Okay, so this one, I don't know that this one has any like shimmer or anything in it. This is what it looks like in the bottle. It just looks like kind of an orange. I'm in my blue and orange phase, which is funny because I live in Denver, and the Denver Broncos colors are blue and orange. It's not like I'm a big football fan either, but it's just funny how that works out. Whenever I see blue and orange next to each other, I'm like, oh, Broncos, great. All right, so here's this one. There's my little drippy droppy. I'm cleaning you out. I'm shaking you out. I went outside, and I cut watermelon on our outdoor table outside in the front, because I just can't with the mess inside. It gets all dribbly and stuff, and so in case I get one that's really watery, I do them outside on the table. And so I went out just a little bit ago and did one, cut up a watermelon. So I have little watermelon treats here that I may eat while I talk to you. That just might happen. Even though I can't handle that when people eat when they're talking to me, I might do it to you. I'm sorry about that. All right, where's my little stamp? Where's my little stamp? Here it is. I think last time I was filming a video, my daughter was coming home from from camp the next day. So she's home. We picked her up on Saturday. I asked her if she had any homesickness, and she was like, no. Like, okay, great. We missed you, but whatever. I'm thrilled that she wasn't worried and homesick all the time. She did really great. And part of the deal up there is that for these sessions is that they give an award to every camper for a quality that they display. And Clara got loyalty, which I thought is so true of her, but I just thought it was really interesting and mature of her counselors to notice that in her. And so it was really special to read the speech that the counselor gave and stuff. So that was really fun. And she's still talking about it. She had a great time. It was just perfect. So I'm really thankful to those guys for keeping it running after 100 years and keeping those traditions going. Is pretty special. Okay, this is Pannonia. Pannonia. And the color is, what did I say? Oh, no, don't make me write it down. I'm not going to write it down. I'm going to write it down later. I think it's rust. I'm going to say it's rust. We're going to just go for it. Rust. Now it looks like it says bust. Okay. I'm just giving myself grace with all these errors tonight. It's going to be fine this early morning. Okay, how about one of these other Kobe blues that I don't know what the names of them are. This one is number... I don't even think this one has a number on it. Well, that sucks. All the other ones have a number on the back. Oh, no, it does. Number 73. It just took me a minute because I don't have reading glasses on. To whomever it was who recommended peepers, thank you. I have ordered some peepers. I'm trying them out, and I have ordered some other kind of progressive readers because my prescription just isn't bad enough for me to have to wear. Oh my gosh, look how blue that is. That's crazy. Holy cow. My prescription just isn't bad enough really to need correction in a distance, in a distant situation, unless I'm like at a presentation or at a movie or something. And so I'm just trying the clear on top readers. And that is your middle-aged woman moment for this video. I'm sure there might be other ones too. Okay, so let's get down here close. And I'm going to just carefully blow this around. Oh, there we go. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. Don't you like that? It's beautiful. It's so funny because it's like, how many colors, bottles of blue ink do you need? But look how different all these are when they dry. The answer is just one more. Always just one more. Number 73. That's what I'm going to write on here. Oh, I got to do my stamp. I got to do my stamp. Do my stamp. In my last video, I was being all grateful for the kind of not so warm weather in Colorado, and now it's coming to get me, and it's going to be 95-ish for the rest of the week. So I spoke too soon. All right, this is Kobe number 78. And I will look up later what it actually is called. Okay, now we have another line to do. And so I have lots of blues left, but I also have all these other really fun ones. So I'm going to do hello. I just threw my other pen on the ground. Where did it go? Here it is. Oh, man. Ha ha, got it. All right, we're just going to try these kind of in order. This is Tom Studio Strawberry Jam. I just like that it's named Strawberry Jam. It says a warm, yummy red. That's one of the things I appreciate about Tom Studio is the way they describe their colors. I think is cute. And so that's another reason. And they're really great inks. If you've never tried them, they perform very well. They're very, price per mil or however you want to look at it. They're affordable. And they have beautiful colors. They have sparkly ones if you like that. And non-sparkly ones if you don't. So check out Tom Studio inks. They're pretty rad. And I got this round at Endless Pens, but I frequently get them. I'm just going to do one more row, so I'm going to make these a little bigger, I think. I sometimes get them from Vanness, I think, but this batch came from Endless Pens. Just started carrying Tom Studio stuff. So one of the things I thought I'd show you, even though this video is going to be like 14 hours long, is, ooh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Squirty, squirt, squirt, squirt. I should have not put so much on there, but that's okay. That is beautiful. And I do think it's like strawberry jams. That's awesome. What was I talking about? I lost my marbles for a second. I don't remember what I was saying. But anyway, it probably wasn't that important. All right, here is the stamp. My husband's like, do you want to sing a solo on such and such date at my church? And I was like, nope, I don't. Sorry. He's like, I just thought I'd ask you. I was like, yeah, I just am not in the mood. I'm having major abdominal surgery on the 26th of August. And I'm just like, it's going to be a few weeks before I can do any singing. I'm just not, I just can't. I can't commit. Okay, Tom Studio. Yeah, so that has turned out really stupid. I have to have this stomach surgery, and I've had it before, and so I kind of know what to expect. That says strawberry jam. It's kind of hard to read, but that's okay. And so I talked to the doctor 3.5 weeks ago, and he was like, I'm going to put in the order for your surgery, and then they'll call you to schedule. I'm like, great. And so I'm calling the scheduler like, hey, I haven't heard from you. What's going on? And so she called me back, and she's like, okay, why are you calling me? And I'm like, to schedule surgery. And she's like, I don't have any orders for you for surgery. He did not put in the orders for surgery. And I had talked to him 3.5 weeks prior. I was like, are you kidding me? So finally, they were really quick to get it approved and scheduled through my insurance today. And so now we know the date. But I'm having this surgery on August 26th. And then my husband is having knee replacement surgery on September 3rd. And my birthday, my 50th birthday, is September 2nd. And so it's like kind of a bummer of a birthday to have like the whole family has surgery on your 50th birthday weekend. That's so exciting. You know, I have all these friends who are doing all these fun things for their 50th, going on trips and stuff. And I'm like, we're having surgery in our family. It's going to be super fun. Everyone come along. It's just a mess. We're a mess, I'll tell you. And my husband needs both of his knees replaced, so we're going to try to do them both in this calendar year. And it's going to be just, I mean, it's a mess. We're just a mess. And I have to laugh because otherwise I would cry my eyeballs out. So this one is Tom Studio. Okay, let's see what you look like on here. See, it is a dark, dark purple. So if you like a dark purple, this might be for you. Look at that, it's beautiful. I really like that. I wonder if I could stamp this just without. Well, that's close enough. I can get 2 out of there. Okay, so this is Tom Studio, and this is called Constellation. I mean, come on, isn't that the best scribing noise? It sounds so great. I love it. Okay, so that was Constellation, and now let's do another blue because I have a whole bunch of other blues hanging out. We're gonna do Wuthering Heights because it's right here. This one has shimmer, I'm pretty sure, so I'm gonna have to shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up. Yep, there it is, all that shimmery goodness. I love Wuthering Heights, the novel, the movie adaptations, any of it. I love it all. I love it. I love it all. And you should check it out if you haven't, because Emily Bronte is pretty awesome. So I think I've gotten this sufficiently shaken up that we're going to actually see a little shimmer in it. I'm going to put this way down here. Boop, 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 boop. Put a little bit more on there. Okay. It's like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. I'm just winging it. Okay, let's see if we got some shimmer in that one. That's the other day when I did one of my inks that I shared with you guys on my last video. It had the freaking ink had shimmer in it, and I didn't shake it up before I showed it to you and put it on the paper, and so I didn't actually get any ink in the pen or any shimmer in the pen. So silly me. One of these days I'll get my life figured out, but okay, here we go. This is not what I remember Wuthering Heights to be like, but we'll see how it dries. And I got to use my stamp. Use my stamp. So if you'll recall from my last video, this is so stupid, but anyway, if you will recall from my last video, I got this little stamp that I'm using from Pinky Elephant, and it came in this darling pink bag. Well, today I find on our bed a little pink bag, I swear, just like that. And I asked my husband, I was like, where did you get this? And he's like, I don't know, I found it in the living room. I used it with invisible glass to clean my iPad screen. And I was like so mad because I was like, I just got that. And then I realized there's no way that could have been upstairs. I don't know. So I have another one just like it. I was just like, this is bananas. I don't know what I have. This is a problem. That's my goal, is to like be more aware of what I have and where it is so that I can, not duplicate buy things like Wuthering Heights and those kinds of things. All right, Wearingeul Wuthering Heights. That's nice. I like it. It dries darker than you think it is. When I was starting to splat it, I was like, oh no, this is way lighter than I thought it was. Like, look at this. If I splat it, it looks really light. But then as it starts to dry out, that shimmer really helps it come out. I like that. Which is a good thing because now I have 2 bottles of it. Okay, so this next page is going to be like entirely blue and green, and that's fine. I'm going to start at the top with this Pannonia one. This is the Hungarian word. Kekfeni. I don't know any rules of pronunciation for Hungarian, so please forgive me. I don't know. I know a lot of pronunciation for several languages, and this is just not one of them. And so we're going to call it something else. I don't remember if it's like sky blue or something like that. So we're looking at that. It's almost the same color as some of these other ones that I got. It's okay. Sometimes you have to experiment to know for sure. And that's why we're here. That is why we're here. Okay, so let me just get a drop in here. I'll put a little drippity drop there. Okay, got it. Our sad story at our house is that this coming week was supposed to be at where my husband directs the choir, the church where my husband directs the choir. There's a group that's not affiliated with the church, but they use the church facilities to do theater camps for kids, and they were doing Hamilton, and my daughter is obsessed with Hamilton. She is almost 11 years old, and she can sing every word to the whole show. It's crazy. And she just really wants to do it, and she's on the waiting list, and she's number 1 on the waiting list, and I just think there's no way she's going to get in. It's so sad. I feel really bad about it, but sometimes it happens in life, you know. Sometimes we get disappointed. But she loves it so much. For her birthday, she wanted to get her ears pierced really bad. Oh, look, I'm smearing this all over the paper. And we decided that, you know, it'd be a good thing. She's going to middle school. It'd be a good kind of, you know, commemoration of her going to middle school to get her ears pierced. And so I took her to a really good piercing parlor kind of place rather than to Claire's, because I just didn't trust, you know, like whatever teenager or whoever they have working there. And so I had this guy do it, and he did a great job. She was awesome. And she is 10 years old, and she doesn't swear. She's such a good girl. And at the end I said, "How do you feel?" And she said, "Like a badass." I was like, yes, girl. It was so cute. She's just adorable. It cracked me up. So she has these little ruby earrings in, and she's taking really good care of him, doing all the things he told her to do. And aftercare, he gave her really good aftercare instructions. So hopefully her ears will heal up fine. But it was really cute. She was really happy and pleased. She really likes them a lot. Okay, what did I just do? Pannonia. Pretty blue. I'm just not going to write down what it is. I'll put it in the show notes. In the show notes. In the, you know, the thing down there below. That thing. Just check it out. I always put 1 billion timestamps in there. If I brain fart, if I spill, if I swear, all of that stuff will have a timestamp. That's just the way I do it. It just is. So you can find a timestamp, and I'll be sure to put the actual color of that, because that is pretty. And I expected it to be like this one, like number 78, and it's not. It's totally different. And maybe you don't think it's different, and that's okay too. This one we're going to try is Cassis from Studio, a delicious deep red. And it's going to be great. So I have a cup of water here, and I just have a couple of these little sucker-upper things, and I just rinse them out as I go. So I stick them in the cup of water, and I rinse it out, and then I shake the water out so it doesn't water down the color. That's just so you kind of, if you're like not used to swatching, this doesn't have any shimmer or anything in it, no. If you're not used to swatching and don't know what to do or how to start, that's just a hot tip. You don't need to have one for every color. You just stick it in the water and it cleans itself out. You know, get after a minute and you can reuse it for something else. So this one is Cassis, and it says a delicious deep red. Another G1 one that I love is L'Arme de Cassis. So I'm curious about how close these are. Oh my gosh, this is freaking beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. What am I going to ink that in? Whoop! What ink pen am I going to ink that in right away? Because that is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And you know what else happened today? My wet pen from Matthew Gore at the wet pen, my wet pen order shipped. And I'm excited. I'm going to share them with you. Tom Studio. And it is Cassis. Do American people say Cassis? Like, would you say Cassis? I say Cassis because to me that sounds correct. But it's probably not, like, American correct. Like, I think most Americans would say Cassis. I don't know. You tell me what you think. That's the poll. That's the poll of this video. Cassis or Cassis? You tell me. Okay, so how about... Now we're down to, like, I saved all the greens until last. And I'm going to go with Sunny Teal. That's this Tom Studio. Those with a sunny disposition. Oh my gosh. So I have had every health problem under the sun for since about 2018. And I have had blood transfusions 3 times. And when you have blood transfusions, they ask you your blood type a lot. And I got to tell my favorite joke, which is, what's your blood type? Same as my life motto, be positive. And I love telling that joke because nurses and doctors try not to laugh and they can't help themselves. They always laugh every single time. And one time my daughter said, oh, I hope my blood type is B positive. And I was like, sweetheart, you know, your life motto can still be positive, even if your blood type is something different. I think there's a good chance she is B positive, but I love telling that joke. It makes me laugh so hard. And I think the thing that makes them laugh is that I'm usually in pretty serious condition when this is happening. And so they don't expect me to be jokey. And I am always jokey. And so I think they just don't know how to handle that. But everyone always laughs. It's my favorite joke. All right, here we go. Okay, this one is beautiful. Go on with yourself, Sunny Teal. I'm going to let you splat up into the corner even. That's pretty. I like that it's not too heavy because sometimes colors like this is my favorite color palette is kind of turquoise teal, you know, peacock kind of inks. And one of the things that they are typically very saturated. And this one seems like it's a little less saturated. But I really like that a lot. Now, what pen am I going to put that in? I don't know. All right, this is Tom Studio. Sunny Teal. Okay, that's beautiful. I like it. Now I'm going to do this new favorite ink that I found. Little Lord Fauntleroy. Are you familiar with Little Lord Fauntleroy? It is a novel, and what I know it from is the film adaptation that had Ricky Schroeder in it when I was a kid. And so that's what I always think of, but it is a beautiful color. And in my pen that I got that's not called Moon Jellyfish, that's called Jelly Opal, is what it's actually called. It just goes so beautifully with it, and I'm so thrilled that I found it, that I think those inks are married. I think that they're going to be, that ink and pen is going to be married. Okay, so Little Lord Fauntleroy, we're going to take a little drop of Tim and I'm just going to squeeze out one of my little things here. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, here we go. Boop. Just a little bit more. Okay, and when you see it's light, but it has beautiful shimmer, and it just works in that platinum music nib that I have it in. It just is beautiful. I mean, look how light that looks. Where in the light parts you'd be like, I could never read that. But because when I'm putting it down with that music nib, it's kind of that thicker, gives more of this blue color. It's beautiful, trust me. And so yeah, so now I have this is my backup bottle of Little Lord Fauntleroy. Okay, I'm going to open up. This is my, Alicia always says I'm opening a beer. I'm not. It's a soda. Ugh, I'm just a little parched, that's all. Okay, let's do my stamp. Do my stamp, do my stamp. I always say I need remedial stamping tutorials because I feel like I'm not that good at it. Like that one was a really good one, but some of these are crazy, and it's okay. I'm okay with it. This is Wearingeul. Little Lord Fauntleroy. There's whatever. Close enough. Yeah, so that is permanently inked in my Jelly Opal that I got from Michaela at White Bear Pens. That was actually made by Nick Pasquale. The circle goes round and round. We were talking about who bought what from whom, and you know, it kind of goes around and comes around. Like people sell the same thing to somebody else and then they want it back. And I was listening to that podcast of Gourmet Pens, and I just was cracking up because I was like, I totally do that. I'll sell something and then be like, I'm kind of regretting selling it. Can I buy it back? Okay, this one I'm excited about. This is the Chapel Emerald Kobe. I got this from Vanness because they always have good Kobe inks. Okay, let's see. I'll clean out a couple of my little things here. They're getting a little, my water's getting a little dirty, so they're harder to clean out. Okay, ready? Freddy? Boop. I'm just going to put a little bit more. I don't need more, but I'm going to do it. This one is, what did I do with the box? Oh, Chapel Emerald. These are those kind of special edition ones of, you know, the things like the museum gray and the, you know, do you know what I'm talking about? You know, you guys know. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's that little splatty splat. And then I'm going to put, look how pretty the bottle is with that label. It has the chapel on there. That's pretty. I like it. I like it. Oh, no, you're going to have to go on the top. I thought you could fit on the side. This little booklet thing is kind of in the way sometimes. So here we go. Get in there. Okay, you're good. Go on. I'm just setting all these aside. We have three more, friends. Let's do this one next. This is Starry Night Fountain Pen Ink, and this one is Starwave Meadow. And we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out. Check it out. Oh, it might be hard to open. Might have to break out my scissors here. Don't make it hard. Please don't make it hard to get it open. I can't deal with that. It stresses me out. So this one I think has tons of shimmer in it. So we're going to have to see how much the shimmer is. I may have mentioned this in my last video, but I'm going to mention it again because I'm so proud of myself. So in Clara's cabin, we're not allowed to send care packages because some parents can't figure out not to send food to their camper while they're living in bear country in cabins. Like that. Hello, please don't do that. And they just do it anyway. And, oh, I didn't do my ink stamp for this other one. I got to do that before I forget what it was. And so what I do is I send stuff for Clara for every day, just little things. Like I sent her little dive rings for the pool one day and a light up necklace for 4th of July one day. But then I always send stuff for the cabin too, like little party favor bags. And this year I gave little notebooks and fountain pens and glow sticks and, you know, a friendship bracelet or something like that. It was really a fun little package, and they all freaked out and loved them so much. They were like, the theme of the session they went to is knighthood, and so they felt so special that they had their old-fashioned pens to write with during knighthood. It was really sweet. And so it was like the best penabling ever. Like my best mass pinabling ever, because it was 12 campers and 3 counselors that are now all addicted to fountain pens. So that was a really fun thing to do. And Clara had to kind of show the counselors how to put their cartridges in. It was really cute. Okay, what was this that I just did? This was Sunny Teal. No, this was Sunny Teal. What the hell was this? Oh, this was the Emerald. Okay, so this is Kobe Chapel Emerald. Also gorgeous. Gorgeous. It doesn't seem like it has as much shading or kind of multicolor as the Tom Studio, but I still really like it. It's good stuff. Okay, now we have 2 more left. 2 more. One of them is a blue. This one is number 48. And this is another one that I had a sample of one time, and I was like, when they had it at Vanness, I was like, I really liked that one. I really should get it. Look at the wrapper. This is going to be kind of the same color as these other ones, and I don't care. Jimmy Crackcorn. Okay, here we go. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's right in my wheelhouse color family-wise. I love that kind of thing. I love those colors so much. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's that. Now where's my lid? Go on there, lid. Whoops, I almost tipped it back before I had the lid quite on there. That would have been a total disaster. And it would have made me cry. The last couple days have just been really stressful at work, and I have been so close to crying several times. And so I've been counting it as a success if I don't cry. If I don't cry that day, it's an okay day. I can live through it. It's just been kind of stressful and crazy, so it's okay. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. All right, let's do a stamp and write down what this is. And then we just have 2 more friends. Thanks for sticking with me. This is really fun for me to do, especially because it's like the wee small hours of the morning. And my family is sleeping. My dogs are sleeping. Everyone's sleeping. Okay, so this one is Kobe. And what did I do with the other one? I'm going to put it right here. Number 48. And then I'll put the name of it in after, and I'll give it to you in the timestamp in case you're curious. Because I know sometimes that happens. You get curious about an ink after watching a video. Okay, Starry Night. This one is going to be real sparkly. Look at how much it's going to take me to get that sparkle off the bottom. Come on, get it on. Come on. Journalize is like one of those ink brands that I don't want to like. Like, I want to be mad at them because they're expensive for a smaller bottle. I do like the smaller bottle because you don't need 100 mils. I have 100 ml bottles of several things, and like, what am I going to do with this? So I like the smaller bottle, but they're expensive, man. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's it. Okay, I'll put that one. The box is very complicated for this one. Look at this. It has like a freaking string and stuff that you have to wrap around. So I'll deal with that later. Like, I'm not going to make you sit and watch me do that. It's ridiculous. It's like, it's a sweet idea, but don't. Please don't. Companies, ink companies. I appreciate your creativity, but in practicality, it's just not where it's at, in my opinion. Okay, not that, you know, my opinion matters much to anyone, but that's what I think. Okay, so this is Journalize Starry Night. And it is stamped on here, Starwave Meadow. Is that what that says? It is. Starwave Meadow. Wonderful. And we have one more after this, and I'm going to tell you another story while I do it. So I my husband and I both have been having these terrible back problems, like spasms, really, hard, can't really make it work. Just like can't do anything to make it better. It's really painful and terrible. And my doctor, my pain management doctor, had given me a new muscle relaxer, and I had never taken it before, and I took it, and it gave me these weird side effects. Like it made me feel like I was in a tunnel, like somebody had their hands cupped over my ears, like I could sort of hear things, but not really. It was just a weird sensation. And then I took it again because I really needed it. I was just in excruciating pain. And it made my vision so blurry that I was like, okay, that's it. I have MS. I have MS, or something terrible is happening because I can't see anything. Everything's blurry. I have my readers on. I still can't read it. I mean, I just was like completely knackered about it. I don't even know what to say. I just was so silly. But, yeah, so be aware of the side effects of your medication before you have a mental breakdown about them. That's my advice today. That's my advice for today. Okay, come on, open. And here's the stamp. We'll put that down in a second. What ink was that I just set down? That was one of the Tom Studio ones. This one is not at all what I expected. Mallard, a deep blue-green. I mean, I guess. Does that look like mallard to you? I just don't think that's quite mallard. I would expect it to be much more green if it was mallard, but it's nice. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I'm surprised. That's all. Tom Studio. Mallard. Woohoo! Look at it! We did it! We did it! And I didn't even check that whole time to see if any of it was in frame. So all these bottom ones were not in frame. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst amateur ever. I got a new camera and I don't know how to use it yet. And so I don't use it because I'm too scared. So one of these days, things are going to get materially better and I will have a better camera. And I will be able to tell better when things are in frame. So I'm sorry you missed these ones on the bottom. But here they are, and I'll show these up close so you can kind of see. They're mostly dry, but I think they're all super beautiful. We'll just go kind of around the page. They look really good. I'm really excited about them. Some of them really surprised me, I'll start up here. Pannonia, that beautiful blue. And then the cassis really dried dark, which surprised me. Sunny Teal makes me really happy. I like that a lot. Lord Fauntleroy, love it. Chapel Emerald, love it. Kobe 48, I mean, these are all just great. I'm going to have a blast with them. Journalize Starry Night, Starwave Meadow, and finally, Tom Studio Mallard. So that was plenty of my nonsense. I hope you're having but I will show you really quick. This is a pen that I got from Endless. This is the Octopus Fluids Schoolkill in purple, something purple. I don't remember what the words are. But look how pretty it is. I didn't expect it to be as blue as it is, but you can see the purple in there. And it has a beautiful rose gold trim and nib. I got a double broad because that's how I jam. It has an ink window, which is so nice. It's a piston filler. So that'll be fun to play with. And then like I don't have any, I got also a TWSBI Diamond Clear in a broad just to put something beautiful in, because I love having beautiful inks. But yeah, I just got the TWSBI Diamond 580 in clear because they had it and it was a really great price, and so I just got an extra one. You just sometimes need an extra one. So I'll ink those up at another time on another video, and we'll do some writing samples. I have heard from some people that they like to have kind of the ASMR scribing videos. Do you guys like those? Tell me if you like them down below, and I'll do some of those and just write something fun. And get a microphone down close so you can kind of hear the scribing noise. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Stay cool, everyone. Thanks for being who you are. I appreciate you. Pen News. Boop, 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 boop.